Welcome back to another van tour. We're in the workshop with our latest build. It's a 2019 VW Crafter medium wheelbase built for our customer Jim. Great fella, old school Cockney geezer, and he's going to be living and working out of this van down south. So we're absolutely made up to have built it for him, made up with the results and how it turned out. It's a slight variation of our typical signature build. So as you'll see in a minute when I take it on a little walk around, the bed and the shower cubicle are in their usual position. But on this one, we have decided to block off the cab and we've moved the kitchen from the side up against the bulkhead there. So kitchen's slightly bigger, but yeah, the whole sort of, the changes have worked really well. It still works and it's a really good build. So I'll get you in to show you the features and let's just have a little look at it. So we'll just start off with the exterior features. As you can see, we've put the Rogue alloys with all-terrain tyres on, stuck with the all-white exterior colour. We've gone with the standard bonded vehicle glass windows, and as standard in all of our vans, fully insulated, underslung tanks, underslung water tanks, underslung gas tank. So as you can see, we've got the fill ports here, water, gas. We've got the electrical hookup, and we've also got the Kuma Pro 4G Wi-Fi signal booster here on the side. So the Wi-Fi was a additional request from the customer, so we were sort of looking for, he only added it on sort of towards the end of the build, so we were looking for a decent position to mount it to. So this is usually where the magnet would go to hold the door open, but because we've got the spare wheel on the door there, that was obsolete. So we thought, well, let's take that off and we'll fit the Kuma Pro 4G Wi-Fi booster in that position. So worked really well, made up with that one. So into the back with the electrical system, again, similar to our previous builds, this is our typical gold electrical system. So we typically have 3, silver, gold and platinum. So it's set up for off-grid use as well as campsite use with mains hookup. And in here, you'll see that we've got 200 amp hours of smart lithium batteries. We've got multi-plus inverter charger, Orion DC to DC charger, MPPT charger with 360 watts of solar on the roof. We've got the Lynx distributor, some fuses, switches, consumer units, and back there is the Victron Servo GX system. So that's the central hub that communicates everything what's going on with the electrical system and displays it on the touchscreen that we've mounted inside the panel. That also gives us the ability to help out our customer with the electrical system. So if, let's say, he gets into a bit of trouble with his electrical system while he's out on the road, if he's struggling and he needs our assistance, then as long as he's got a Wi-Fi connection in his van, we can get on our laptop, log into his system and sort of see what's going on, configure some settings, do firmware updates, and yeah, just offer him that higher level of assistance while he's out on the road. So the garage space, plenty of space there for all your camping gear, tables, chairs, kayaks, whatever it is you want to put in there. And then this bit here is just your standard cassette toilet. So as we move into the interior space, you'll see the colours, very bright, airy. It was actually Jim's daughter's, I believe, was it Jim? who chose the colour scheme in this one. So we've gone for a lighter blue, white worktop with some oak features in there, and works really well. So as I've already mentioned, the bed and the shower cubicle are in our typical positions for our signature build. So the shower cubicle consists of our standard shower tray that we custom built to fit over the wheel arch of a medium wheelbase Crafter. We've got a black thermostatic shower, we've got a Thetford cassette toilet, and we've also got the black timber shower door. So we went for the black this time on the shower door to tie in with the black in the slatted wall panel in here. And obviously we've got other black features like the handles, the the hob, the sink, the taps. So yeah, works really well. The bed in this one, same again, standard position, not much change in there. The bed footer, we've got cabinet back here with storage in the top section, gas controls and water heater in the bottom section. This cupboard, we've got all the electrical controls with some other indicators as well. So this switch here is for the water pump. We've got the Servo GX touchscreen, tells you everything to do with the electrical system, plus your water tanks. As you can see there, we've got wastewater, fresh water levels, so it just allows you to keep on top of those. Water heater control in this side, we've got the gas level indicator just below that. So because it's an underslung tank, we obviously need to keep track on gas levels so we don't run out. So we put a little LaMelo LED indicator in there as well. Now, usually we would have a box seat here if the kitchen was swung over here in its usual position, but obviously can't have that because it take up too much space. So the box seat in the typical signature build would be used to help the customer or the owner get up onto the bed. Because we've moved it, we needed to come up with a different solution. So we didn't want anything that was sticking out permanently, because it just becomes a bit of a nuisance, a bit of a pain in the ass if you know you're taking up a little bit of extra space in the walkway. So what we decided to do is just create a little hinge step. So we've connected to a little LED light as well, and a little limit switch type of thing. So as soon as that's open, the light comes on, and that'll just allow Jim to stand up on that and help him get up into the bed. And then it just tucks nicely out the way there. So yeah, the end result of that is exactly what we were looking for. Happy with how it looks, and it's all finished nice and flush, uniform. And again, because we didn't want anything sticking out here, we've gone with more of a flush handle than what we did on the kitchen cabinets. So on the sidewall here, we've got a couple of switches, light switches, main lights, and then lights for the shower, cubicle, and the fan. Wall units, pretty standard. Little reading light back here, and we've also mounted a TV, 12 volt TV in this one. So it's a smart TV, so as soon as Jim gets his SIM card set up and the Wi-Fi dongle, he'll be able to connect to his Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever it is that he watches, and get all of his shows out on the road as well. Yeah, so as we move into the front end of the living space, you see we've got a little shelving unit here, which works really well as somewhere to, you know, little armrest, somewhere to put your cup of tea. And then of course we've got a little lagoon swivel table leg with the solid oak worktop. We've lacquered that with 10% dead matte lacquer. Really nice finish on that. The box seat, standard, we just took the corner off just to allow that extra little bit of space to get in and out of the shower. Now, one thing that we did with the box seat is we wanted to make use of the space that's below, the dead space that's below the sink. So we decided to put a little cutout in the side of the box seat and allow this little drawer to come out. So instead of that just being dead space under there, you can fill it with whatever he wants and close it over. So with the sink and the tap, we've got water that's pulled directly from the fresh water tank that comes out of this tap, sprinkler head, normal tap, and then on this side we've got filtered drinking water. So the water, all the water comes straight out of the fresh tank, but this particular spout runs through a filter. And here we've got the herb spatcher controls. We decided to mount it there to make it look a bit like the handles, because where we mounted the herb spatcher under the driver's seat, the wires wouldn't reach all the way over to here to have it in here. So yeah, we decided to mount the controller there. In here we've got a larder unit, we've got the Thetford triplex oven, hob, grill, pan drawer down here, fridge, freezer in there, and a couple more drawers again, both on soft close. We've got socket tower, which we seem to be using quite a lot of these days. Just nice handy 240-volt sockets that tuck out of the way when they're not in use. Oak shelf on the bulkhead, and we've also made use of the space above the cab there, so another extra storage compartment, as well as the wall units. Last thing, what I haven't mentioned, is the max fan. Pretty standard in all of our conversions these days. On, off, blows air in, sucks air out. Everything you need from a fan in a camper. So that pretty much sums it up for this van tour video. We'll be doing another video in about a month's time. We've got a little trailer conversion on. We've got an ID Buzz van that's booked in. So looking forward to those ones. If you like the video, give it the thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your mates, do all of that, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.